When trying to figure out what makes an organization perform and work at its optimum, we constantly get stuck in practices and ways of working without really focusing on why we should be doing what we're doing. In my work in agile transformation, I often see organizations being operatively agile. In other words, teams work according to Scrum or some kind of Kanban implementation. However, the organization as a whole is not rigged to make these practices work as they were intended. The synergy effects won't materialize, and there is confusion and conflict when two different operational models clash, the old hierarchical model versus the new, more organic way of working. So let's forget about the frameworks and agile lingo and focus on what we're trying to achieve. Let's focus on the question, what behaviors do our organizational structures and processes promote? It doesn't really matter which flavor of operational model that you choose if this question is not at the center of your evaluation and continuous improvement. If organizational performance is what you're looking for. Let me present you with 3 different types of organizations to better explain what I'm trying to say. Type 1. The organization that focuses on personal influence and power. These are the organizations with a lot of centralized decision-making. Heavy on management and personal ownership, we tend to operate in clearly defined silos where department boundaries essentially work like walls. If you need information from someone on the other side of that wall, you go through me, your manager. You speak via proxies. Type 2. The organizations that focuses on rules and hierarchies. These are the organizations where the process is very important. This is how we do things. Even in the cases where it's quite clear that the process is holding us back or doesn't enable us to achieve what we set out to do, we are unable to break out of it. We rely on our bureaucracy to operate. Our departments are clearly fenced in, and while we might encourage you to exchange information with people through the fence, you cannot cross to the other side without permission from the gatekeeper, i.e. some kind of manager. Finally, type 3. The organization that focuses on performance and collaboration. These are the organizations that focus more on the outcome than a strict controlling process. We probably have some kind of process or way of working, but we adapt to context and conditions. We have managers, but their main objective is to ensure that our teams have what they need to get things done and delivered. Our department lines are essentially like lines on a football pitch. They are there to make us understand what the organization expects from us and how our game plan works. But if our contribution is needed somewhere else, in order for us to score a goal, we're free to take the initiative. Now, this is something of a sliding scale. We may have pockets within our organization that leans in different directions. Or we may have some cultural traits that makes us focus on performance and collaboration, but others that works against it, either deliberately or simply because that's how things have developed and turned out. So we need a way to assess where we're at on a few different aspects. To do so, we need to ask ourselves the following questions. This YouTube series will go through each of these questions to further explain what indicators we are looking for and what we need to strive for if we indeed want to transform into a performing organization. My name is Marcus. I work for a company called Snowdrop. See you in the next episode.